Students of Success, Dr. Mike here. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about average. We had a presentation the other night from a person that was running a professional sports team in their front office, and we talked about applications, we talked about resumes, we talked about how to get a job. We talked a lot about what's called soft skills. And what is the difference between being average and being great? And in our society today, we kind of have an epidemic of just average, mediocre people. What do I mean by that? A lot of people will tell me, what's wrong with being average? It's average this, average that. Average is losing. Average is like right here, okay? This is where most people like to play the game, at the average level. It's something called the Pareto principle, where 80% of your results will come from 20% of your work, but also I like to think of it as 80% of the people are average and 20% of the people do all the work. And I would say Pareto, if you look that up, it was back about 100 and something years ago. But if he was alive today, I think it would be more of a 90-10 split, because it seems like there's only about 10% of the people that will do just that little extra. Everybody seems to be content with average, of being average, but then they're upset that they're not getting that reward at the top. That reward comes from going just a little bit further. I tell my own kids, all the time, there has never been an easier time in American history to be successful. And most people will tell me I'm crazy because look at all the competition. There is no competition if you don't want to play at the average level. Don't compete with those people. Do a little extra. And the extra comes from the soft skills. Everybody that's graduating from college these days has a good hard skill base. At least they should. None of that means anything to an employer today, because if everybody's coming in with the exact same skill set, there's nothing to separate you. What will separate you are the things like being able to work as a group, being committed, showing up early, just showing up, volunteering for things. If you are in your college time right now and you are looking to get a job, and let's say you don't have much time to go out and do an internship or to work or do that, go volunteer for one-day things. Do things that other people won't do. And it's so important. And I know you've heard this before. It's like, if the masses are doing this, do the exact opposite. And it is so true that if the 80% is going in this direction, turn and go the other way, because that is average. So if there's anything from the takeaway from today's message, is don't be average. Don't do what your neighbor's doing. Don't do what your friend's doing. Do the exact opposite and give a little bit more every single day, because that is where all the rewards are. Not only in the financial rewards, but in the health rewards, in the relationship rewards, in everything in life, in the spiritual rewards, just in the happiness rewards. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Do a little bit more, and you're going to get a lot more. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.